Can you see? Can you see? No, from Konnichiwa, top of the morning to you, unstable creature here. And yeah, this right here gonna be something totally new because I just this is gonna be me spilling doing my diarrhea. So right now, introducing something like a rant, which is gonna be easier for me to get my bullshit off instead of packing it and all into coming off the line because coming off the line is simply about one Raiders, and and the rest will follow. This right here is gonna be my little morning rants. Getting up first thing for my shake and bake, my wake and bake. What I was gonna say, I did jot down a couple things which I am gonna get right on to. So first and foremost, without no further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and my first rant is gonna be about my younger sister. Thank you so much for watching my videos, but fuck you or what you say about my videos, because you already know the issue with my fucking voice. No, you already know the issue with my voice. It's a bit raspy. I be trying to do a little for y'all asses, but I see that she don't appreciate it because guess what? My voice isn't stable. I do realize that I did say that in another video. See, I get on myself before anybody get on me, but I did mention that in another video how raspy my voice is and how I be trying to lighten it up a bit because it's a bit deep. I mean, it's not that deep because I can talk like this all day, but at the same time, I be looking like, you know what? Sometimes every male in my family wants to come out of this little body, and I just don't like it. I don't like it. And then on top of that, well, anyways, fuck her for that. And then on top of that, a lot of people that see me and know me, I appreciate that. You know, some people don't know my brother or my father or a lot of males in my life, because that's all they would say I look like. I don't know what's wrong with everybody. I have a mother, I have sisters, I have aunties, I have a grandmother. Okay, beautiful women. But the most y'all can say I look like is my fucking dad. I mean, my daddy, God bless, thank you, Lord rested. So that's a given. We were twins. But the rest of these niggas in my family, get the fuck out of here. I'll take my brother, because you know that's like boop, boop, boop. But at the same time, get the fuck out of here. Then when I go to family functions, they tell me I look like Cat Williams. Your mama. Then I go, we have picnics and shit. They telling me I'm looking like Mike Epps. No, your mama. No, I don't look like no motherfucker Mike Epps, Cat Williams. I don't see it. Post a picture up next to my picture. Show me for you guys. And again, always appreciative. Shout out to my 23 and me. Not for I. If y'all don't know, my attitude is up and down, but very much so all the time up. Even when I'm crying, even when I'm down sometimes. That's why I don't stay down a lot. I'm gonna have a quick, nasty ass attitude. When I say a quick, nasty ass attitude, it goes. But I don't have attitudes off of nothing. I don't trip off of like just little itty bitty things. That's why I stay happy majority of the time. And then when I do get in that type of attitude, I make sure I'm not taking it out on nobody but the person that needs to feel it. That's how my attitude is. I'm not taking it out on nobody other than who needs to feel it, because I feel like though nobody else deserve it. I do unto others as I want done unto me. Shit, if you got a problem with somebody, you dislike somebody, you shouldn't be taking it out on the people that's around you, the people that love you the most, or the people that care about you. Take it to the motherfucker you really don't like and fuck them up. Okay? Push come to shove. Not for real. Oh, that is not a good enough. We're gonna leave that out. Okay. I did write down something. Where the hell I just do with this little paper? Okay, so we got another rant. Most definitely gotta say fuck my little sister, because she grew up with this voice and she be like, I watched the video. I like your beat, but your voice, you be up in there. But you already know. So what that man said is a no go. Excuse me. Okay, and then next, which is really first, because I opened up with my sister since she want to talk about my voice. I'm not going to talk about her. Okay. So y'all get the gist, and the reason why my voice be up and down, stupid like, but I still manage to do what I gotta do and get off what I got to get off. And okay, and then next is the Raiders. I want to talk about the Raiders because you know 9 times out of 10 that's what I do. That's what I love doing. Being able to recognize and I wanted to speak about the Raiders because I wanted to talk about no actually no. I watch it when trying to keep up when trying to keep up with the Raiders and all these little clippings and videos. You come across so much stuff that maybe you haven't seen, maybe you have seen. But the crazy thing about it, when you come across some of these stuff, it's like videos from other people that make you look at certain situations different. Me, I'm so glad. Now, I am so glad that everybody is able to move forward. But like I said, a lot of people, and me for sure, I do believe a lot of people, and mostly on defense. You know what I mean? They really taking another path around the situation. Really going hard in the paint, and I mean it's looking different. I don't like it that they do have 1-0 for this other coach when it's like, come on now. I don't care if he is. We still riding off of what we already had we already had in store, which was the structure that was already there. I don't give a fuck how they say. And then on top of that, you see how he say, okay, we're gonna jump right into Carr, but you see how Carr was saying that the way he just called a play so much easier. You don't even have to speak like that. This is a man that's already been on the team, and he just had to like temporarily step up just to do certain things. And it's like, come on now. You already been dealing. See, that's what I'm saying. The setup is real, and if you don't pay, just like he said, it's the simple things. If you don't pay attention to the simple things and the subtleties that they allow it to move in, they don't give a fuck about this big bang that everybody can see. They talking about that subtlety that they can see like this. And if y'all didn't catch my last video or understand what I put in that last video, you don't understand that this league is making way for Carr. Is that my lips that fucking wine? Oh my God. God bless my days. My lips, my mouth again. What we don't understand and what we have not been seeing are putting two and two together. Like I said, I just blocked the motherfucker. Stay on point. Okay, like I said, Core is the new bunny. Okay, you know how Hugh Hefner like to switch his little bunnies up or add to the punch. I'm telling you, Carr most definitely is. He may not be a blonde bunny, but they got their hand on a dark hair bunny, and that's what it is. He's an NFL bunny, because it's nowhere in hell that they kick up that much dust for him and Gruden. When I'm talking about the price of him pay, what they were set to pay him and all that stuff, him and Gruden. You know what I mean? They took that stance because they knew that the league was behind them. Now Gruden's out the way. Now it's just simply you because you are a young one. Tom Brady is already, he ain't reached his peak, and he still have his fun with Belichick. But I'm just saying, every NFL need to have their way with you, and that's what it's gonna be. But we ain't gonna need the bitch to come about you. If you say this ain't what you was doing and this ain't what your role is, and a lot of people get duped into doing it, but then some people enjoy the role. So it seemed like the way you talking now during these interviews, it seemed like you're enjoying it. So that's the main thing. Everybody pay attention. Remember when Carl was like, we was just on his head about the game that he was missing. He was just talking that shit. He was just, you forgot all the notions that we was just going through with Carr. Carr feeling some type of way, even at the press conference, because why we kept getting his ass, because what he kept on fucking failing. I ain't gonna say fail, because that's a deep word, but he kept on getting us into some shit that he was not ready to pull us out of. Period. And I'm talking about if we banking on your skills, you weren't ready because we let you get so much practice in. That's just like now. If we pick somebody up, they're gonna be first draft or whatever. We still hold on to some of those players for a whole year before they get on the field. Now we allow Carr to get as much time as he want, even. The thing about it, that be like, what makes you better than the other or greater than the next? And I know, like I said before, in other videos, I stated that even if a team is looking for a quarterback and don't have a quarterback when they go into the preseason, or have what they have but not satisfied with what they have, or whatever the case, or do have their quarterbacks, they main quarterback, maybe it's his age, but I did see a lot of major quarterbacks do the preseason. So I'm just looking like, even though you look like, okay, get that exercise on and get this little tempo going and shit like that, it still puzzles me how much y'all just don't utilize each other just more. You take Carr out for certain reasons, like he's the big hot show, which I put it that way. That's why you're in this situation. But then he don't really. I mean, you can say he's stepping up now, but then he didn't really step up for fucking years. And we had to put up with that shit. We had to indulge that shit. We had to play that shit all the way down. We had to watch other players get switched out for the simple fact that he wasn't even ready to man up to the situations that he was putting himself in and putting others in. How dare you overthrow somebody and then go put it, and then you know it's on the receivers? How dare we watch all these quarterbacks do these things, and then all of a sudden it falls on the, and you know what, I'm not even gonna say, because I can watch a lot of some quarterbacks, they don't get that hype behind them and that big woo blah behind them, because it's like, come on now, like Dak Prescott, I feel like they don't make like excuses like that behind his shit. The league might not like the Raiders for what it is and what he embodied, but they love Carr. They like Carr for whatever fucking reason, and I'm pretty sure that Gruden was able to get that way. Gruden was able to get in the minds of these fuckers and blew that little smoke in their ear. Then he found out it was the wrong smoke. But everybody play victim. I mean, not victim, but everybody. Hey, shit turns full circle. Remember that. Now, you probably was gonna break the mold. You probably was about to do a lot of things with the Raiders. Hell, everybody's starting to see the good old turnaround, and it was, I mean, not good old turnaround, but everybody was starting to see the big old, the step up. You putting your stamp on, you talking to him more. It just really kills me to watch Carr come out and say some dumb shit like that. How you spend every day, and my kids love him, and this love him, and this love him, and then you hit us with a motherfucking lie. Let's stop using our kids to act like that's gonna veer towards the truth. Let's stop using our kids to act like, oh yeah, he called me with my kids. But that's far from where you are with Gruden and the situation. If everybody else around you respect him, that's not where your level of respect was and is for Gruden now, regardless of anything anybody say. Sugarcoat it if you want to. Everybody's ready to move on, but it's a different mind mentality that actually puts you there. And like I said, what if it is a situation? Because I see like the two men that's really been fussing, which is Carr and Josh Jacob. Josh Jacob, it was a good thing that you set out, because everybody else was able to get a good look at everything else that we have on the field. It seemed like we get like two or three guys, and their mind is set on that shit, and it's just like, come on now, if you prime example, Josh Jacob, he's our running back. He's our go-to guy. Him and Carr, they got close, and yeah, it's good to get close and be in that situation, but you have what? You have a line of men that you have to actually, look for. They looking out for you, you looking out for them. If you constantly always trying to get the ball off to Josh Jacob and everybody else is going for the run, and then you acting like, okay, as soon as we step up out the running game, since we step up out the rushing game, you act like you throwing off every fucking throw that you throw downfield. You actually be throwing away two plays before you can get that third one off. But hey, it probably shows something else in your skills too. And then you going for the rushing game, and it's just like, I don't know. Josh Jacobs, they already know everything. I ain't gonna say everything about him, but if you gonna hit right or left, if that's all they got to go with and that's all they got to choose from, I'm pretty sure, like I said, they learned your ass. And you're not already setting off with like the little run. With like a run, because you're not a wide receiver. I mean, talking like the wide receiver. So you're coming off the line with it. But it's really hindering us. Can you give me a lighter over there? But it's really hindering us if we can't do nothing when we come off the line. It's over there by the pillow. Hmm. Right there on the floor. Thank you. Oh, you want this hot chocolate? Like cocoa? Yes. Okay. Okay. We got our something like a rant. Which is a... I get it. Sisters. Okay. Got my sister out the way, got the ratings out the way. Now it is men versus women. And the difference. And my little rant is just going to be a little short rant about this because it is just how I feel, just like how a lot of men feel about, women just reporting and doing different stuff when it comes to sports and being in that world. Which I recently just experienced that when I follow somebody and seeing while following somebody, this person has been like in the industry for a very long time. It seemed like they just now opening the door for his black ass, and the first thing that he wants to do once he get on one of these little platforms is speak about women. Sometimes I be feeling like that's you copping out. Like, don't spend all your time jumping down a woman's throat on some shit you don't step out on a limb to do, on some shit you don't even try, and then on some shit that you not even for sure that you even fucking know. The whole men versus women thing is about sports, but it's crazy to me that I think men, and this is true, a lot of this is, I ain't gonna say this is true, but this is how I feel. I feel like when it comes to sports and some of these men, I be feeling like by you being a man, I feel like some of it is a given. You don't pay attention to half of the shit. You only want to know the score. You don't follow nothing. I was just talking to my kid's father, and I was just looking like, do you see what's going on? He's like, I'm not into that. I'm only with the wins. Well, hold up, fuck you, only with the wins. Like, you think that I'm doing things that you want done to you and appreciate all that other shit that always shines up out me. So I be just looking at situations like, come on now, you mean to tell me no matter how these people are being done on the inside, no matter how they, what are they really going through, it doesn't matter as long as they bring their ass out on the field and do their fucking job. See, and that's just like somebody telling me, oh, stop going so hard on the details from the background. Just because you don't do the research and just because you don't want to do the research, don't tell me that I'm going hard or look at me like, oh, you a woman and that's how you do it. No, if you do your research and you find some shit out and you look at like, this the man that we follow, this the man that we do it all, how can it not change your perspective of things? How can it not make you look at like the people that are following behind him or up under him, that this is trouble in the making? So yeah, so that's why I say, like, being a man and this whole sports genre, I feel like it's a given, because even if you don't know what the fuck you talking about, they still nod their head at you and give you your props. That's the dumbest shit. Now, the craziest thing to me is I done came across a lot of guys. Some guys act like they know the Raiders. Some guys act like they don't. Some just want to talk shit. But, like, I ran into a man in a grocery store. And the first thing that he wanted to do was that he got mad at me. And I was just like, why is it okay for a man to talk shit but want a woman? I wasn't even talking shit. I was just stating facts. And he was like, oh, who your team? And I was like, the Raiders. oh, the Raider whoop de whoop de whoop, and he said something about he said something, it was something up on like how we did players and something like that, and I was just looking like, so that's the thing about, I understand that, if some influencers are very important, but influencers that don't know what the fuck they talking about, and it's more of their honest opinion versus facts. I mean, yeah, it's more of their honest opinion versus facts. That really kills off everything. Because if you have your honest opinion, well, you have your opinion on things and you pushing it off or giving it off like it's a fact, and then you have these people that's watching your show, and then you talking about this, I'm talking about the situation, and then you got these people out here in the streets talking about the situation, taking your word for word, and the shit ain't even right nor facts. So that's the type of shit that I be on, and I be talking to a lot of the men that I talk to. It's like you say you a Raider fan, but you don't follow shit. You don't follow shit but the score, only so that you can tell another nigga, oh, we won. That's it. Anything else? No, no, no. Y'all still got y'all over here. Don't even know half of the players before they even said on the news. Okay, I don't go off of what. Okay, even if you get a person, if I hear the name, I'm going and looking that name up. I'm going and doing my research so I know that what I'm looking at is what it is, and even if because it's a lot of it's a lot of this shit as a fan and as a follower, whatever the case may be. You don't have no control over anything. So you may check out, love somebody, and we might lose that person. But at the same time, I don't go off of the hooping and hollering of anything else, especially when it comes to some of these sports shows, because these sports shows can't even speak the real. If they go outside of what somebody else want them to say, even on their own personal beliefs, that's why it's an open range. See, the NFL don't like the Raiders and all of that. What prior to what we stood for. So if you don't like that, everybody that come out and want to bash us and say what we need and what we ain't got, that's a given. But you don't see too many people out here saying too much. Like I literally be watching some of these shows. I'm not. Slow down. I'm not even gonna lie. I have woke up too because what is it? Undisputed, speak for itself. Um, all these, what is it with Bailiff and Shannon Sharp, whatever. Oh, that's undisputed because first take and all of this stuff. But you wake up to all of these sports, and I promise you, it was one day I dropped the video, and you see how I have my 23 in me. I'm so blessed to have it. Like this person was saying word for word that I had just made a video, so I was just like, you know what? That's why I'm not. I feel like I'm not bothered by my views, by my stats, because I always feel like in some of these videos, you don't see the people, what I mean, depending on who it is, you don't see the people that see your video. So, and I'm looking like, God damn, some of these videos, even though they have a low view, I'm telling you, some of these videos be like, everything I have done said, I have heard it probably on a morning show, like getting up, or I've seen that change right there on a field. And to me, I feel like, you know what? Somewhere in the clouds, they listening, they watching. But hey, but it's nothing wrong. And I be feel like I pay attention to details a whole lot, and I pay attention to I ain't gonna say people in that matter, but just shit and situations. You know what I mean? You know how a situation go. That's just like if we could put a name on a certain situation, like cheating, lying, stealing, or whatever the case may be. If we could put something on that, why can't we recognize this shit? And the reason why I started off this man versus woman thing, because even if I say